I'm about to throw a boomerang in this conversation. What? Have you ever dealt with a friend who was not supportive of you getting plastic surgery, or always had to like, why you doing that? But they always talked about they wanted it done, but hate on you.
No, that just sounds like a hater to me.
Yeah, that sounds like a hater, not a friend.
No, I have not.
But I will say, Phil was against me getting plastic surgery.
From the beginning?
Yes, like literally till the day I got there. Like, I had my appointment, was at the, like he came to the doctor's appointments with me because, you know, he don't play. He makes sure that all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed. Yeah, like he be on it, but he was against it every step of the way. I literally had to ask one of my friends the first time. Actually, I think I asked my dad, but then I asked my friend to come just in case he didn't come because I wasn't sure if he was gonna show up or not. And I don't think he knew if I was gonna go or not. But anyway, the point is he was like very, very against it. And I think he was just, you know, trying to look out for like my health at the end of the day. Yeah. And also just, he didn't want me to feel like I made a mistake in the long run. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, you kind of get all the information.
But that's why I feel like, yeah, as long as you do your research and you're confident and you know like this is something that you really want, then you should do it because it's for you. It's not for anybody else.
What would you do if you had a friend that is addicted to plastic surgery and their body starts to get out of control?
Well, I feel like once you start and you start pulling and tugging and all this kind of stuff, you have to maintain that. It's an expensive lifestyle.
No. You didn't hear my question. What would you do if you had a friend that was getting plastic surgery and they became addictive and they got more ass shots and more fat transfers? What would you do?
Tell them, I think you starting to get out of control. Straight up. And I have told a friend that before.
And what was their response?
You know, that's that. It's like, you know, but it's just a little tweak here, it's a little tweak there, and I have to go back and maintain it, and da-da-da-da-da. I was like, but I just said, you know, you need to ease up on it, just out of health reasons. But then again, you know, I don't pay this person's bills. Low key, it's none of my business, but at the same time,
but that's your friend.
I said
you don't look at it like that. Like I'm not looking at it like I had that situation.
I just said I've said it, and then I let it go.
Did they get mad at you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably didn't get mad. Because I feel like once a person they've made a decision like that and they're constantly getting work done, I feel like that's their lifestyle. That's the life they want to live.
Yeah, because they got to keep it up. They want to keep it up. They want to keep it up.
Is it the life they want to live, or is it insecurities that they have
I think
as
it's
a person?
both. Right. I think it's a combination of both because, again, this person is very much in the spotlight to the point where, I mean, I can understand it to a point, but at the same time, it's not my lifestyle to maintain. So I respect that in a way, but at the same time, as her friend, I'm like, you know what, you need to ease up on there because you look totally different than what I've known you as,
right?
As well as the fact that I care for you. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, I can leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Because I said what I had to say, and that's that.
Do you think that those friends that you tell the truth about, do you think that they think you're hating or they consider you a frenemy? Like, what's your opinion on that?
I don't think so. We have a great relationship to this day.
I feel like frenemies is a good topic because it's so easy to think that you're friends with somebody until you have a disagreement about something, you know? And
that's true. Yeah, I like that.
I feel like if we're not real friends unless I can have a disagreement with you and I can really tell you how I feel about something.
And we can keep it moving.
Yeah. If I can't be honest with you and have a totally different perspective from you and just not agree with it.
Yes.
And we can't move forward, then I feel like you're either judging me, you're not, it's not coming from a place of love. Right. And I feel like
you want your good friend to be honest with you.
Exactly.
I agree with you, Ashley. I've lost friendships because I was honest.
Yeah. I have lost friendships, and I feel like my experience of a frenemy is, I thank God that he removed so many people away from me because
You have to let that be
I've
revealed
been
for
through
sure.
a lot. And to see the people who I opened up and became vulnerable with turn on me, that shit was crazy. Like I would give my all to those people, and to see them turn around and just change up on me, it was sick.
But now, in hindsight,
it was sick.
Are you okay with the fact that they revealed themselves?
Yes, of course. I prayed for that. And you have to be mentally prepared. You have to be mentally prepared for it.
That's
because
right.
Honestly, it's like losing a close family member. When you lose somebody that you thought was
so how do you get to the point where you're okay with it? Because I feel like I've been through that, but I still am like, damn, like I'm still struggling with the loss. Like I still feel like I'm grieving. I still feel like, what the fuck? I can't believe this is happening.
Going back to being, you have to be thankful for the revelation, because the people are not supposed to elevate with you in a different way. Right. Because if they're being that particular way at this point, what makes you think it's going to change when you're here?
Yeah, it's going to get
there's
worse.
A season for all of that, because I noticed this. We don't give our girlfriends enough grace, but we'll give a man a grace. A man grace. He can treat us X, Y, and Z.
He can cheat on your ass 50 times.
But,
that is crazy to me.
But then on the other end,
I don't understand.
But then you quick to cut off a female. But see,
it's
different. Like I feel like my situation, because I used to look at that all the time, and I tell my friends this, like our mutual friends, you so quick to forgive that man, but a friend can do one thing and you just quick to cut them off. No, you can't. You got to communicate. But my situation is, and I ask God to show me who's there for me, who's meant for me and who's not. When I cut someone off, it's not because we have a disagreement. It's not. It's because of the strong jealousy. And we hate to talk about it. Like jealousy is a word that people don't like to talk about it.
But you can imagine like my closest friends being jealous. Like that's just crazy.
But it's definitely real. And I asked God to reveal to me who's there for me.
And there's levels of jealousy.
Remove the people who are not from me. Remove them from my path. And you have to be mentally prepared for that, because they start falling.
So y'all cut them off, like you just like
he'll give you signs. They'll cut themselves off. Yeah.
And that's that matriculation.
I've experienced people cutting themselves off for me. Like, and I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, that's a natural progression.
I'm the one who here doing this, and that.
But you gotta let them go.
I know.
Let them go.
But
and guess what? You'll see me somewhere else, and that's okay. Let them have the grace, because we also don't understand what people are going through too. We don't also understand what they have felt on that end of it, and what they are bringing and harboring and their emotions and the jealousy, or the, she should have been doing this, or you should have been doing it this way. We have to understand that it's okay.
I've gotten a lot of that.
It's okay.
I feel like, especially when I got married, I feel like when I was on a TV show, I feel like a lot of my friendships, the dynamics really changed. And I wasn't ready for that.
I have another one for you. When I got divorced.
So it's like life-altering things happen.
Yes, during COVID, and then if they think that you now thinking they looking at your man, and like what are we doing? Or just little things like that. You have to, I just feel like you have to let people go.
And it's okay. It's okay to outgrow people.
Because I noticed, what are those memes when you see like it's like, she done got a degree, 2 jobs after a breakup. She done got a degree, 2 jobs, and changed her hair. It's like, we really heal faster than Wolverine around here when it comes from these relationships. So we have to understand that people can be in your life for a season and a reason, and that's it.
But
don't harbor that.
You know what I always pray? I always pray and ask God, because we go through things and it toughens us and it makes us put shields and barriers up. I always ask God to don't change me as a person. Don't change my heart, because I'm so giving and I'm so caring. And
don't let someone
else alter that or their actions alter that. I want to remain the humble baddie.
Absolutely.
I want to remain that person, and I don't want to change as a person because you go through
And
so
don't,
many. You
Sharelle.
can go through. I went through some shit where I can just. It's just like fuck the world.
Yeah,
But I don't
same
want to be
here.
that person, and I've caught myself going down that alley, and I get down on my knees and I cry to God, and I'm like, Lord, don't change me as a person. Like
'Cause
protect
it
my
can
heart
harden your heart,
and keep
for
me.
sure.
Yes, keep me humble. Keep me that same person. Like, let me forgive because I'm not perfect. But
See, that's the thing. I feel like I have been through things. I just don't see myself ever like cutting people off. Like, and you know, that's our culture these days. Everyone's like, you know, I'll cut them off like quick, like it's nothing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm just not that type of person. Like, I am genuinely a person that I want to talk it out. Like, whatever the issue is.
I like that too. I like to hear everyone's side.
You know what I'm
of
saying?
it.
Even if
Yeah,
we end
I
up
prefer that.
disagreeing on whatever it is, like, I always feel like there's room for us to exist and still be able to work it out. And
It
talk
is.
no,
talk
but
about it.
sometimes you go through things. Like I've been through things where my close friend done slept with someone who I thought was close to me. Done slept with my ex-husband. Like
Ooh.
I done been through shit like that. There's no
been
talking
through
out.
some
That's,
stuff.
that's
Yeah, no,
like
that,
I can't
there's
even
some-
see you.
there's
If
some
I see you,
lines.
I'm beating your ass. Like there's no talking out to that. So things
Yeah.
like that, when you go through shit like that,
That's disrespectful.
it's
That's
disrespect,
different.
and you just have to ask God to just cleanse me, like just soften my heart. Don't turn me. I don't want to be that person.
I am just trying to figure out how to stay open, make new friends, like make these like deep connections with other women when I've been through things. But like, I want to say I have my guard up because I'm a very like open person, but I just feel like, I don't know, it's just hard to make like new, genuine, like
Friends.
deep relationships
But I
with
low-key
women.
feel like we're starting to get to the age of it's hard to make new friends. And I'm not saying make new friends like it's not gonna happen, but I'm saying if you're in a certain spaces and you're starting to see certain people more than once, it's like, okay, hey, now we have something in common.
Yeah.
Then that becomes more of a talking point. That becomes more of like a relationship builder.
Yeah.
So that's where I would say for you, just to give you advice on to see that openness and be open to it, because I've now even learned and I'm gonna bring up divorce all the time because I can speak on it. Right. But because divorce didn't stop me from now dating and opening my heart again. It didn't harden my heart.
Right.
I know I'm somebody's wife. I know I belong in a relationship. I know I'm a part. I love marriage. I love love. So I know it's gonna happen to me at some point. So I would say that to say in parallel to friendships and to partnerships and whatever ships, that you have to be open and really put yourself out there, and it's your aura. You know what I'm saying? It's really like, you know what? I'm receptive of new feelings and new entertaining things that are gonna stimulate me. And we have to be open to that. I have been through so much. There's been blogs, there's been this, there's been whispers and rumors and this and that. But you have to be able to understand that you can heal through that and go through it, but it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. And we are beautifully educated women to understand that. And not everyone's gonna be our friend. They can be that's another thing too. There's levels, there's friends, there's hierarchies of like, associates. Not everybody's your friend. Not everybody's gonna know your secrets. Not everybody's gonna know your insecurities.
Right.
But there's some people that can know that and understand that and help you heal through that.
I think my biggest thing is how I went through it is I became like we all are a child of God, and it brought me closer to God. And I get down and I ask God, reveal to me, like, show me. If they're there for me, then I accept it. If they're not, reveal it. And every time I ask, the tongue is a powerful thing. Every time I ask, he reveals it.
That's right.
And I'm truly grateful. Like, the people who are around me today, it's because God placed them in my life. Even with you, Ashley, I remember, Ashley, you had me in tears one day and you sent me a text message. I forgot where I was at. And you just was like, I really appreciate you. Like,
Oh,
it was so sweet. I don't want to cry.
You had to cry out.
I never expected this from you, Ashley. Like, because Ashley is so, like, everybody and people who don't know you and they see you as a person, they're like, dang, she's so, like, I don't know how to read her.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ashley is such a sweet person.
I
She
agree.
just, she's very cautious of who she surrounds herself around.
That's true.
And when Ashley sent me this message, I had tears. I was like, oh, it was so sweet.
Nah, and that was very random. It was
Yes,
just on
it
my
was.
heart. And that's the kind of person I am. I'm just very like, whatever I'm feeling, that's literally the
Right.
way I act, the way I talk, the way I am.
Absolutely.
And that's why if I do have an issue with my friend, I want to talk about it. Like, this is
Right.
on my heart. Can we talk about
That's
this?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we should be receptive of it.
Exactly.
Right.
We have to be receptive of it. We are at this beautiful age, and I'm saying this consistently because we don't know when our time is up. You know, so you really want to be able to love and live and really understand people, especially if they've been put in your life, whatever capacity that is.
And you have friends, don't cut them off. I know a lot of, and I tell my daughter this all the time, we're so easy to cut a female off, but we forgive that man 20,000 times. They can do the worst. But if you have a friend that has not betrayed you and it's something so small that you can work it out and talk it out, work it out with that person, because
I agree.
your friend can take you a long way. You're going to need that friend.
Yeah.
And it's so good to have friends in your life.
It is.
I
Because
agree.
your man can't go through everything with you.
No,
Yes.
they
But
don't
they're-
understand like a woman understands. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Well,
and your
you shouldn't be
girls
telling him
are the
everything
ones
anyway.
that are going
Yeah.
through like when you and your man going through it, it's your girl
Your
that's
girl
got
right
your
there.
back.
You calling, girl, he done did
Like,
this,
how
this.
do you feel about
Exactly.
was I tripping? Or should I
Exactly.
apologize? Yeah,
Exactly.
whatever.
And I would always like want a friend that's gonna hold me accountable, that's gonna
Right.
tell me like, girl, no, you was wrong, or you know, you need to really work on this, because you know, that's the people who are around you, that's what makes you better, who makes you better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
We deserve that.
yeah, you don't want people around you who are just like yes men and yes women. Like you need
I
people
agree.
who are really gonna like hold you accountable, you know, lift you up when you need it, but also like who are there to let you know like that you need to get your shit together.
Exactly.
You know?